I just spent over $500 on LEGO, and here's why. Now, in case you didn't see one of my earlier videos, I went to this massive LEGO convention called Brick World Chicago. It is probably the biggest LEGO convention in the entire world, and it was really cool. There were so many amazing different creations with so many intricate techniques. Here are just a few of the cool Star Wars ones I saw, all the way from a Jabba's sail barge to a massive micro-scale Geonosis battle, and there were even UCS pod racer sets. Now, at Brick World Chicago, there are so many different things you can do besides just going to the convention center. For instance, you can go visit LEGO Masters, you can go listen to music. There's a lot of really interesting things, but probably by far the coolest part is the garage sale. It's a lot of fast-paced people buying and selling things, and you're able to usually get some pretty good deals from it. I was able to get a few different LEGO sets that I've wanted for a long time, and I'm really happy to have them. But there was one problem. You see, when it comes to buying LEGO, and especially when it's cheap, people will buy it really quickly. And especially when I went to the garage sale, there was a lot of really fast-paced buying. Like, people were buying things within the first seconds of getting there. Now, the big problem with that is this year they decided to implement a new system. Pretty much in years prior, what they had done is they had just let everyone in at the same time, but that caused a lot of ruckus and caused a lot of people getting trampled over, so they didn't want to do that this year. Instead, they incorporated a raffle system where they had 4 time slots. The convention started at 8, but you could get a ticket for 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30, or 8:45. If you didn't get any of those tickets, you were only let in at 9. And when I say that things get bought out quickly, I mean it. I got the 8:30 slot, and even though I was able to get some really cool stuff, it is insane just how much was bought by the time I got there. It was really cool, but I do hope they change that for the future. Now let's get back on track and have me stop ranting. Now, when it came to the actual garage sale itself, I was able to see a lot of cool things. People had a lot of Comic-Con exclusive items. There were a lot of old vintage Star Wars sets. There were plenty of Indiana Jones sets. There was original castle sets. It was insane. I didn't capture a ton of footage, but there was just a lot there you could go and buy. And what was great was everyone was willing to wheel and deal a lot, so you could get some things at really good deals. Now, one of the things I was able to do is I was able to pretty much in the first 15 minutes of me being there, get the 2 main sets I wanted. And it was really fun going and doing that. Overall, after the garage sale ended, I had spent over $500 on LEGO, but it was totally worth it. I got some absolutely amazing sets, and here's what I got. To start, I got the 2003 Republic Gunship. Now, this was a set that I've always wanted. I had previously gotten the Jedi Bob minifigure, and I think the minifigure looks absolutely stunning. But unfortunately, I didn't get this with the minifigures. I did get it with the box, and I think the box looks amazing. Now, the set did come with a few missing pieces, which I had to order through Bricklink, but it wasn't that much, and I think it came out really well. I also got the little Droideka that came with it, which I have to say, after comparing it to some of the other Droidekas, I do think this one is probably one of the worst ones. Some of the cool features I found while building the Republic Gunship was that the entire front can actually come and open up, which I did not know. I have not watched any of the videos previously to see the functionality of it, just because I wanted to witness it firsthand. Crazy to find out that the entire front of the gunship opened up to make a small base. On top of that, there was a little part on the top where you could open it up and it revealed some sort of an engine. And there was a little thing on top which you could carry the gunship, though I would not advise this, it did not work. The next set I got was the Mos Espa Pod Race from 1999. This was such a really cool set because one of my goals is to collect all the 1999 LEGO Star Wars sets. Now, one of the really cool things about this set is it was actually more of 3 sets in one. So when you open the box up, it actually had 3 LEGO sets that you could individually build, and the instruction manual allowed you to build each one separately. So it was really cool, and it was really interesting to build. I also love how it came with 3 pod racers, one of which you only ever see in this set. I have to say though, the minifigures were kind of lacking. Of course, this was 1999, so you don't want to expect much, but just look at this guy. He came with one of the green pod racers, and they did not know how to make Lego Star Wars minifigures at the time. But I'm really happy with how I got this set. Now you might be asking, like, you spent all that money on just those 2 sets? And my answer to you is no, I did not spend all that money on just those 2 sets. But those were the 2 main sets. A lot of the other things I bought were a lot of like custom bricks and custom pieces. What's really cool about Brickworld Chicago is they have vendors, which usually you don't want to buy sets from, but what they do have is a lot of really cool custom parts, which can be really handy if you don't want to buy the original. For instance, I got a chrome silver C3PO that was custom made. I think it looks fine. I don't need to buy the $200 one or whatever the price is at this point, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Overall, I think this was a really cool event. I had a great time. If you want me to release a video with more details about it, then I'd be happy to. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, and have a great day. See ya.